What the fuck is up, Gridiron Junkies? It's Saturday, September 16th, 2022 years after Jesus died. I'm your host, George motherfucking Carmona, and we've been struggling, but welcome to Gridiron Junkies, all right? I have had a shot before this podcast. Everybody laugh.
We've all had a shot.
Oh my God. Everybody is a little bit on edge. Because
or maybe I just have no edge now.
There is no edge. We've been edging because we've been craving football and it's back. Is it still playing in Bus 2?
Yeah, but it's just in your headphones, man.
Turn that shit off.
Oh, shut the fuck off! God damn it!
I'm gonna have to show him how to use that app.
Fun.
Just Farrago turn off. Chase has been struggling behind.
I am not fucking struggling. You're struggling hosting.
I'm not struggling hosting. I still hear it in my ears.
That doesn't make any fucking sense, George. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
There it is. Okay, it's out of my ears.
I'm gonna fight you.
We're gonna probably
I'm gonna throw it on the wide, and we're gonna throw hands.
Okay, perfect. We heard that our fearless leader's on the way.
Our fearless leader's on the way.
It makes me.
I gotta still talk shit to him because I gotta let him know that even though my team lost, at least we're not the Cowboys.
So we are coming fresh off your Chargers, absolutely playing their absolute tails off. Right? They.
What did I tell you?
They lost to the Chiefs. What did you tell me?
I told you a few episodes ago that my football fantasy team name was Half a Charge.
Yes,
because we couldn't do anything past halftime, and I think we lived up to that.
You guys obviously are a first half team solely. We've seen it year in and year out. You did not name your fantasy football team Half a Charge this year.
I should have,
and it would have been fitting. I think I can allow a rename.
Maybe I should name it that until they prove themselves otherwise.
Maybe you should just like put the battery percentage that you feel the team is at throughout the year.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe
on a scale of 1 to 100, what is the Chargers' battery life?
Oh, right now, 5 because Herbert's questionable.
True. You guys were playing so hard last night, and I'll start off by saying this: Brandon Stayle is the worst football coach in the league. If it's not analytics and going for it on fourth downs at times where you shouldn't, which last night he actually went against what he normally does, he also kept the literal franchise out on the field after he was like, I'm going to insert a montage of Justin Herbert getting hit and me going,
No, you got to admit, that was a pretty big hit he took that injured his ribs.
Bro, of course it was. What I'm saying is they should have took his ass out. I told you this morning, I think it was one of the first things I told you, Super Bowls are not won in September.
That is true.
They're won in February. So maybe their plan is like, all right, if we fuck up his life early here, he'll be ready like for the playoffs.
They said it worked. Hey, look what happened to Pat Mahomes. He got injured early in the season. They came back and won a Super Bowl. Maybe we're trying to follow suit.
Possibly. But at the same time, is Justin Herbert Patrick Mahomes?
No, he's better because he doesn't have the other Mahomes at every game.
Okay, so what you're referring to there is Jackson Mahomes and the TikTok dances before the game. But Juju Smith-Schuster did the same thing. So do you feel the same way about him?
Sure.
And now Juju and Jackson probably were told before the season, no TikTok like virality. Right? Do you think Andy Reid, big chubby ass
I could see Andy Reid be like, what the fuck are these kids doing on their goddamn phones all day? I want to play football. Like that, the one guy for the Browns, like, you know what they did in World War II to stay fit? They did push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks. That's all they fucking needed. We don't need any of this lunges and shit.
He's like, we won 2 world wars.
We won 2 world wars on that. What do you guys need a strength and conditioning coach for?
That is the exact conversation that was had with Jackson Mahomes and Juju Smith-Schuster before the season started. But the Chiefs take the win last night. And when Justin Herbert was hurt, I'm going to go back in on you, Brandon Stayle. Listen here, brother. You were playing your franchise quarterback in a game that was lost. I have never seen something more moronic, okay? And you go for it on fourth down inside your own fucking 20. That's happened, okay? So what I need to understand from you, is, do you think that your backup quarterback could not have led you to the same exact result last night, thus protecting the franchise? That's what I'm trying to get at. Because that is his call, bro. The head coach. Now, here's the one thing, and I wonder if the question was asked to him, was it the head coach's decision or was it the medical staff's decision? That's
to put him back out on the field?
Right.
I don't feel like the medical staff gets to make the decision, do they?
Well, here's the easy bailout if I'm Brandon Stayle. All right, here we go. Brandon Stayle, press conference, same fucking questions asked to him. I'm a football coach and I leave the medical stuff to the professionals, and they said he was good to go, so I put him in. That's literally probably what he said.
What he said. And I mean, he does have some evidence there being like, yeah, I mean, do I look like fucking, did I go to school for medicine?
Okay, here's the thing. Do you think Justin Herbert was hurt that bad, or do you think he was like kind of playing it off? Because he went full like T-Rex arm for like the last 10 minutes of that game.
You and I talked about this earlier today, but he had that play where he was like running and then like he just couldn't.
Oh,
he was like, and then the very next play he throws an absolute fucking dot.
Here's what I think happens, right? And I've said this multiple times. You guys think I'm going somewhere else with this. I'm not. Okay. What I'm going with is he's in Hollywood. He's in Los Angeles. He's in the city of stars.
He's like 21 now, right? 21, 22?
He is old enough to have a beer and do a line of cocaine with some of the hottest models on the face of the earth.
Yeah, he's probably doing it with Andy Reid.
Now, what he is doing is he's reading into the storylines, right? Like he sees like a NFL clips highlight of like, have you ever seen the one of Matt Stafford? He like fucking the last 2 minutes of a game, he gets his shoulder literally popped out of place. They pop it back into place and then he goes in and like wins the game for him. I think he watched that and he was like,
I could do that.
I can fucking do that. I'm mic'd up right now. And so he fought through it in a game where he shouldn't have fought through it.
Yeah,
bro.
he didn't need to. It wasn't like, hey, we have to beat the Chiefs in order to move on to a wild card spot. It's no, game 2 of the season.
Right. And you can't overthink things too early. I still think that Chiefs team is going to go through a lot of hell like they always do. It's so hard to stay healthy in this league, as you know.
Right.
Now, the next question is, do you think they the same dude who shot up Tyrod Taylor with his injection, do you think, first off, is he a part of the medical staff? And second off, aren't you a little worried that the same thing might happen? Chase, I'm going to fill you in here. The quarterback that the Chargers once had, he got a rib injury, right? A little boo-boo.
No boo-boo.
Some could say they could put a little Band-Aid over that boo-boo, make it all feel better. Too big of a boo-boo. They needed to give him a shot, right?
A mama's kiss.
The shot was probably like this long, right? I've seen like shots like this given to players before games, right? I've like cortisol shots. They're to like eliminate pain entirely. The medical staff on the Chargers, they took that long needle. They shoved it into their starting quarterback's ribs so far that they punctured his fucking lung.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and then but I just realized something. This is now because Herbert's first season was last year, right?
Yes.
Both time, but this season, last season, when we started, or when we like our first game against the Chiefs, our quarterback gets injured. Because that happened last season against the Chiefs,
Right.
and I remember that because I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy throwing dots and literally knocking out Chiefs defensemen like when they were running off into the sidelines?"
Right.
And now he's hurt on this one.
So he gets hurt because your guys is left guard. And I know Chris Johnson's good, but I was like, they were playing some of the slow-mo kind of replays back. Jesus. And and he was just getting his fucking ass kicked. And that's what led to a lot of the big hits. This is how it was.
I don't know if you're paying attention. The
ahead.
center had an injury halfway through the game, and it was either the left guard or left tackle that had an injury.
So you had
backups, yeah.
And okay, this fully solidifies Brandon Stayle. Are you fucking stupid? Like, bro, you have backup linemen in, and you're just pushing it through with Justin Herbert. It makes zero sense. However, You did benefit from this. You are in the
Yes.
fantasy league, so I want you to elaborate on your benefits.
So looking at the scores from last night. Last night I had Mike Williams and Justin Herbert in, which thanks to another injury from the Chargers, Keenan Allen was out.
Okay.
So Mike Williams was getting a lot more touches, a lot more receptions. He alone got me 25 points last night.
Nice.
Justin Herbert got me 23 points.
Okay.
And I texted this to George because George was talking shit to me last night, and he was like, "Hey man, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't."
I want to play our videos, or I want to play the audio messages I sent to you back. Okay, here we go.
Can you pull them up? Yeah.
Yep. All right. Here was from 7:36 at night.
It's tough.
That was the interception pick 6.
That's tough.
Boom. So that was tough because it was an insane interception.
It was.
However, horrible throw.
Horrible
and they
throw.
weren't saying that on simulcast. They were like, "Oh, look at the way he jumped this route." I was like,
No,
he jumped and the ball was in his arms.
You didn't because I watched it on Twitch through Prime.
Correct.
And the announcer, what's the old dude that's always announcing?
You had Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit on the call last night.
Al Michaels, I hope you have a fucking heart attack, dude. Every time the Chargers play is never anything nice to say, ever. Fuck you. I hope you have a heart attack. Oh my God. Fuck you.
Jesus.
When we played the fucking Raiders, all they did was shit talk us. It's like we're not even a real team. Yes, I get it. We're LA half a charge, but like Al Michaels, who the fuck even invited you, man? Get Tony Romo on there instead.
Oh, you're a Tony Romo fan?
I love him as a color commentator.
All right, so I have to keep going. All right, so after I sent him that's tough, he said, "Yup, every fucking time we do well, we fuck ourselves." So that just goes to show the kind of headspace you're in. And then I sent him hashtag half a charge. And then I sent him 2 voice memos back to back.
Justin Herbert's doing it all for show. He's just got a fucking cramp and can't handle the fact that Patrick Mahomes is better.
Boom. I shit on him a little bit there, and then
He may go out on this next possession and be injured so bad that he's out for the rest of the year. So get used to seeing that Daniels McFella.
Which was the backup quarterback last night.
And then you said Pat isn't better as long as that brother of his is still around, he'll always take the L. And you're referring to his TikTok dancing brother. All right, and then we are going to go to my next voice memo.
You managed to still put up 40 fucking points. Good. It's a good night. Bad night for you as a fan, but good night for you as an owner.
So as an owner, you succeeded.
Yeah, and I told you, like, I'm going on 25 years of dealing with this bullshit every year.
Right.
I saw it with the LaDainian Tomlinson era. I saw it with the Rivers era.
Preach, brother.
I saw it last night.
Oh my.
I'm going to see it Sunday or Monday.
He's going to see it on
playing?
Sunday.
No, next week. Yeah, they get that's the thing they kept saying is Herbert gets an extra 4 days of recovery time.
He's got an extra 4 days to do nothing.
But on fantasy, I did get
on double XP weekend and the beta of Modern Warfare 2 releases.
Oh yeah. No, I got 48 points between Mike Williams and Justin Herbert. So, and I did win last week. So,
I think what you've done for yourself is you've made the best of a worse decision, right?
like I said, the losses are nothing new to me.
You made a good decision by picking them up on fantasy. Bad decision is choosing them as your lifelong team.
I didn't get to pick. I was just born into it.
Now, what else did I want to cover? No. We pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the parlay. I had
Yes.
the pregame parlay because oftentimes, ladies and gentlemen, I have zero time to plan these shows. They kind of just happen on a whim. And then you guys wonder like how it's so good. But what I did before today's show is I still wanted to put a parlay in for the weekend. I did tell you what my lock is on last show. I said BYU plus 3.5.
Okay.
So if that happens, Cameron and I are going to Cleaver. I put 8 units on it. 8 units, Chase.
$160.
8 units.
Not to be confused with Cleveland.
Not to be confused with Cleveland. No. I'm
Chase
going
is
to
not even
Cleaver.
Chase, you don't watch football, right?
No.
You're just like, man, fuck Cleveland.
Bro, they have rivers that light the fuck on fire. Fuck
Bro, that's
Cleveland.
pretty fucking cool, dude. What are you saying fuck Cleveland for?
I am pulling up the parlay right now, and the parlay is such. I chose, and I think I'm going to do this for every single one because it makes it fun. I chose a favorite, I chose an underdog, and I chose an over/under, like a total. So it's 3 picks. I put $20 on it. Let's just see what happens. Chase, $20 for me would be considered as how many units?
1 unit.
Thank you. You're starting to get the unit thing now, bro. He's starting to understand units. Okay, so I'm going to take my underdog as the New Orleans Saints as they take on Tom Brady. They're 2.5-point underdogs. I am a fucking Jameis Winston believer. I went and saw the Saints last week, and they got it done late. I think they're going to win another divisional game, go 2-0 in the division, 2-0 in the NFL, really put a stamp on the state of Louisiana, saying that, football didn't just disappear when Coach O left, all right?
No, it left with Katrina. The fuck out of here.
Okay.
You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome for your Super Bowl.
Thank you.
We did fuck ourselves over on that, and we're like, Breeze is hurt? Nah, we don't need him.
I think the Miami rain, I think the elements, because I think weather does play a factor.
Yes.
In some of these games, like my decisions early on here, Chase, betting wise, I aren't going to be based on weather. It feels phenomenal everywhere. On Earth right now, doesn't it feel good just about everywhere in America?
I
said on Earth in America.
Wasn't there like 3 hurricanes on like different sides of the country?
We had a tornado
in the past week,
like 100 miles from us, literally like a month ago. We've never had a fucking tornado as far as I've been alive in Nevada.
Guys, but football's back.
True?
It's fucking beautiful, George.
It's America's religion.
Fuck yeah.
Have you noticed you stopped hearing so much about the Ukraine war now that football's back? We're like, yeah, football.
Hey, listen, maybe if they ran the wing T in that war, they'd be able to make an offensive
They're
push.
always in the fucking shotgun in that war.
It's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, all right? My second pick, that was my underdog. My second pick on this parlay is going to be the Rams. I chose the Falcons. I chose the Falcons. My bad. Chose the Falcons plus 10. Okay. They're another underdog, right? But I chose the points on this one. So they are 10-point underdogs. They're playing the Rams. The Rams played the Bills. They got shown up last week. Jalen Ramsey looks like a burnt piece of toast. What are you going to do? What you going to do about it? All right. The Rams, though, they are going to win the game, but I think 10 points to that Falcons team that was honestly beating the Saints, and the Saints are going to win the Super Bowl. They were beating the Saints for 3 quarters. So the Falcons can do it. They just have to activate themselves in the 4th quarter. Like fucking splashing water on their face. The last pick that I'm going to make is an over-unders prediction. Now, like I did say, Modern Warfare 2, the beta released, people are saying that Kyler Murray loves playing Call of Duty so much that he stops watching film. Have you heard this?
No, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Thoughts? Thoughts? He literally will play so many video games that he doesn't like study at his job that he gets paid millions of dollars for. Comical, right? Because you should be like engulfed in your craft if you're getting paid millions. I mean, I get paid in crackers, all right?
But you do more film watch than he does.
I probably do, bro. I definitely do, actually. I know I do. So I'm taking the over in this. It's going to be the Raiders versus the Cardinals. I think it's 2 offenses that are going to put up a shit ton of points. I love picking overs. I hate picking unders. I feel like picking unders is like cheering for bad things to happen all game. Like, who wants that? Like, who wants to be that negative Nancy in the room? Just always like, oh my gosh, they scored again. God, I hate both teams. You don't want to be that guy. You just don't want to be that guy. But with that being said, pick the Saints, take the Falcons at the points, Cardinals, Raiders over 52 points. It's going to happen. Last thing that I want to end on is this amazing video that Tennessee Football made. Tennessee Football, your social media department is doing it right. Everybody here at Sticky Paws Studios loves these kind of montages. So when I saw it, I said we have to watch it as the boys. What we're going to do is we're going to play the clip. Austin, wait, hold on. Before that, Austin, thoughts?
Yeah, my only thought is, how is it just our coach's fault when every coach we've had, everybody's like, it's the coach.
All right, let's play the video. And we will see you guys on Monday.
I'm so scared right now.
Bro, you're him. Hemi Neutron. Hemi John. He's him.
Hey, yo. Oh, look, he's flying. Wowzers.
He's right behind me, isn't he? I knew it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why are you running? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Let's go, boys!
Hey, pal.
Hello there. And my day is ruined.
Put it in reverse, Terry!
Put it in reverse there.
I love the Roblox.
Go Tennessee football.
Oh, Tennessee football. Salute to your social media team.
See you guys on Monday. I love you. Follow Gridiron Junkeez everywhere you fucking have social media. But we're out. We're out. Run the come together and
Come together.
we're
Okay.
fucking out of here.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. Yeah, nailed it.
I knew it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What have you done to this?
What's happening? What's happening?